It's the greatest crypto show you'll ever know. The Mo, he is the Mo. Tune into Mo. The Mo, he is the Mo. Tune into Mo. It's the greatest crypto show you'll ever know. The Mo, he is the Mo. Tune into Mo. It's the greatest crypto show you'll ever know.
Yay! What is up, everyone? I'm going to start y'all off with that energy that I am just needing to start these Pete Eye streams off with every time now. You ready? Let's have it.
Get the fuck out of bed, bitch. Go. Get up and get the guy.
I want to let that keep going. Like, that's the, let's get it. All right, hang on. Let me bring the boys up. You ready? Are you ready?
Oh,
Sir.
yeah.
Boost it!
Boost it. Boost it.
Super Send Johnny Papa Vegas.
I love that guy, that video. People need to watch more of his stuff.
That's legendary, dude.
I between Rooster and that guy, that's the energy I need.
When you watch his when you watch the videos he records when he's out like actually performing in public, he does like club shows and stuff now, but when he does stuff out, he'll set up in a park and he does not censor himself. Those are the songs he does. And there's one where there's like this little girl dancing. He's like, "Oh yeah, get it, bitch." But the parent and everybody's around being like, "Yeah."
I love it. That's amazing. All right, do me a favor, share this out. Do all the usual stuff, like, subscribe. Not like you guys haven't done it already. Share it out. Let's get this out there. When we get a bunch of people in here, we're going to drop the video. So before we do that, we're going to tease you with maybe a little bit of alpha, maybe a little bit of information, some education, some LP knowledge on you. We'll see. But share it out. Follow Johnny. Follow Nathan. And even though they're not here, follow the verse. Follow Gugod. Follow the House of Warlords. Get in that Telegram. Get in the Telegram for Council of LP. All right. Gentlemen, how you guys doing today?
Yeah. Oh, I'm good.
Very good. Very good. Very good.
Good.
What would you like to talk about first today?
Well, I did something today. I was perusing the House of Warlords chat, and I came across I had come across it before, and it's like I see these things come up with because they're really in, because there's a lot of Pulse Chain people in there, and they're really into their printers, and I haven't done my due diligence with looking into any of them, but here's the thing. When you realize, I was doing that too, the House of Warlords and the Council of LP combined, we have like over 1,000 members between the two groups, which is really awesome. But someone had dropped the world's greatest Ethereum printer in the House of Warlords chat, and they were posting their gains, and that's the same thing, Johnny and Mo. What happens when you see that? And it's the same thing that caught on early with Titan X, with people posting their gains, their ROIs.
Yep. ROI posting.
Now it's an interesting concept when you are baking into the smart contract the ability to just collect the Ethereum that's coming in, right, and utilize that through a function of the smart contract. So that's what we're kind of manually doing on Dragon Fart Dust, but they have it baked into the contract to do buybacks, and you get rewards. You don't have to LP, you don't have to stake. You just own the token, and you get paid out in Ethereum.
What's the ticker?
Quite regularly. WGEP, the world's greatest Ethereum printer. Its ticker is a printer, so you can't search WGEP. You need to like type in world's greatest Ethereum printer. You'll see there's actually on Pulse Chain, there's a world's greatest P-dye printer as well. which actually had a big boost today, actually. Now, when you're talking about like the world's greatest Ethereum printer, it's for about 460 in liquidity and about 1.8 million in volume. It's been sustaining that and going up in the volume. So it was 1.6 million in volume earlier today. It's gone up to 1.8 million, up 27% in the last 24 hours. It's down a little bit on the hourly, but that thing, every transaction and the buys and sells that are coming through are consistently just gigantic, right? Consistently. And when the smart contract puts through its it's the whatever collects and whatever it's putting back through into it, like those buys are massive. Like that big green candle that came up 3 hours ago, that was like $40,000 buy that came through. And everybody that's holding pulls in the Ethereum from that as well. And it just goes right into your wallet.
How much Ethereum do you get, would you say, per like what's the percentage of,
Yeah, what's nice in the House of Warlords, the way that people are tracking it, they're showing what they've actually invested into it and what their payout has been. So somebody put $4,200 into it, for example, and this is exactly what we used to do in our base days a year ago in Council of LP. Yep. We would put those stats up all the time, what we were doing per hour. Well, some of them we were putting up what we were doing within like 10-minute intervals. Yeah. And that was our gauge, right? It's like if we weren't printing like 100 to 200 every like 10 minutes, we were like, this one's not worth it. But on WGEP, someone put a $4,200 investment in. Over an hour, they earned $45 back to their wallet. Just $45 in ETH came in. I'm all alone. I was all alone for a second. Johnny had to peace out because he's now buying some WGEP.
I might not have been. I'm not gonna,
But so they're saying it's like that looks like a 1% ROI per hour. So then that's 25% a day if it continues as it is. So about $4,000, you're getting about $1,000 a day right now if it has to sustain. So remains to be seen.
That is fascinating.
Yeah. Okay. So, and then when you look at world's greatest Ethereum printer, yes, sir, yes, Johnny.
Like I'm going to be honest with you, like all the things inside me that made me like Titan X at first because of all that Ethereum and the staking payouts. All that's like tingling right now. And I'm like, oh, you son of a, take my wallet, take it right now. Damn it.
Yeah, and it's like, what do you use those Ethereum rewards for? Do you buy back into it? Because it's like you don't have to worry about. It's essentially, I don't know. It's like I think it may be closer to like liquid staking rather than LPing, right? Unless you consider your buy as a portion of, it still would be closer to staking in that way. But it's just like you can sell at any time. You can just let your rewards collect. You can add more.
It's sort of like soft staking, but it's not even.
Yeah, in a way.
Yeah, interesting. Okay, well,
I like it. So it's from that entire. It comes from that entire ecosystem on Pulse of all the various printers, and this is their first foray off of Pulse chain into Ethereum. So they're trying to spread the word.
I missed that.
Yeah.
Okay, so this started on the Pulse chain. It was the world's greatest PDI printer at first, and then now.
Well, I think we're talking about more. I think we're talking about more than that because this is now when you don't go to a WGEP Telegram. You go to the OG Web Chef community Telegram, and that's where everything is accumulated there. So.
Okay.
I mean, they've got almost 5,000 people in there. It's a good community they've built.
I mean, it looks like the volume's higher now almost than it's ever been. So that's actually quite fascinating. It'd be really interesting to take it down.
I think there's 400. There was 480 holders last time I checked. And then check now. It's like 400.
Hey, you know who's getting close to 400 holders also? Do you?
BP die to Adora.
BP da. You guys are gonna have to earn it.
That's right.
75K
Wax those eyebrows.
earns the war cry from me again. That's when you guys get it. Otherwise, I'm gonna give you that.
Yeah, I gotta say, I went on Rooster Space today, and Ted.
Bucky's balls.
Good evening,
New
sir.
shirt.
What's up, buddy?
How you doing,
You
guys?
got a shirt.
A new one.
Good, sir. How are you?
Good. Johnny will appreciate it.
Wow.
Johnny is muted.
There you go.
You still on
Johnny,
mute?
you're
I
muted.
thought you actually got your own Bucky's balls shirt made.
No, that's
Oh
that's yours.
shit!
The mute
Oh
monster.
shit! Oh shit!
Well.
Here
What do
are
we
again.
have here? Yo, you got the Bucky shirt, dude?
Welcome
Did you
to-
get married today?
I got a
Hold
new
on.
one. I'm in Kentucky.
Yeah, you
Today.
definitely got married at a Bucky's gas station. That's how it usually goes, man.
Yeah, man. We had candied pecans.
Oh Jesus.
Look, Bucky's is so awesome. People are just giving away money on stream. That's what it inspires.
Hey, you know how you're from Kentucky when you're wearing a John Deere shirt and you got a Bucky stuffed animal? What's up?
Ah, that's amazing. That's so amazing.
Yeah,
Oh, my
man.
Lord.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out No Spoon.
I think what No
appreciate
Spoon
this.
is trying to tell us is, I think he's trying to tell us P died to $2. That's what he's saying.
I'm like, well, I mean, I thought it was just a play on Bucky's because the amount of things you can buy in Bucky's for under $2 is enormous.
Yeah, and Bucky's. Bucky's was the catalyst.
Well,
Yeah.
it was really close to the Mammoth Cave National Park.
Oh,
I
did you
stopped
go?
there today too. It was
times.
pretty kick ass.
Yeah, it's good times. It's like one of the largest cave systems or something.
Yeah, there's like 4,000 miles of caves or something like that.
Yo,
it's something stupid.
I gotta ask, man. I'm on a numerology kick right now. Ted, what's your life path right now? What's your life path? I gotta know. I gotta know, man.
What's my life path?
Yeah, just
Yeah,
take
get
the,
your birthday.
take the digits of your birthday.
There's a
add it
number.
up. What's that one number?
3.
3.
What?
That makes
Okay.
so much sense. Do you know your astrology sign? I don't want you to put out your birthday. I don't want
Yep.
you to dox.
I know it. Yeah, I'm
What is
actually
it?
wearing it on my chain with my cross.
Your Chinese astrology.
Oh, I think
I'm
think I'm on
lost at
monkey.
how do you get to
or something. A rat.
how do you get to
You're
a
a rat,
3
so
with
you-
adding up the all those numbers?
So you add it all up. It's probably something like 30 or
12 or
12 or something, and then you take those digits added down. So I'll give you guys my birthday. Everybody already knows it. So for example, mine is 3/10/1995. 3 plus 1 plus 1 plus 9 plus 9 plus 5 equals 28. 2 plus 8 equals 10. 1 plus 0 equals 1. I'm a 1 life path.
Oh, I want to find mine. Let's do mine. Let's
well,
do
the
me.
power
Let's
of
do me.
one life path and the power of Bucky's is really spurring on the giving season because now Aussie's in here just giving money away.
Yeah.
It's always going to be a number
Hold on.
between one
Oh,
and
but
10.
I need to get to that extra quick reading because something extremely important. So 3, you communicate, you network. That's how you really make a come up. You're a rat. You're really great at manipulating people. That gut instinct that you have in your gut. You always want to trust that because that's what's going to really excel you in life. I guarantee you've been in extremely dangerous situations where you're just like, dang, something ain't right. I gotta get out of here. You don't know what's going on. That's how rats are. Matrix has rat spelled in it. Matrix spells out rat. So you dominate in the simulation. Now, the one thing I just want to let you know, next year's the year of the horse. It's not going to be your year. You're going to get hit. You might get hit pretty hard. I suggest lay low. Don't take any risk and don't fall for any traps. If it's too good to be true, it just stay away. I'm just trying to look out for you, man. All right. So
Yep. Thank you,
sorry.
brother.
Sorry, guys. I'm just on a numerology kick, man. I've been giving readings all day. I'm just on one. So
9. I'm 9. 9.
Okay, what's the total digits add up to? I know you're a pig.
27.
27, and then are you born on the 9th?
No, born on the 2nd.
Oh,
Four.
you're an emotional one, man. You really got a lot of feelings and stuff. You know,
You're
that's
a
just how the
Johnny.
seconds are.
Bitch, Johnny.
But-
That's right.
He
But-
looks
but
like a cuddly bunny.
But the thing about nines, man, is it's all about environment. So the people you associate with is the type of person you're going to be. So if you're with a lot of drug addicts, you'll be a drug addict. If you're with a lot of
Damn.
businessmen, you'll be really good at business. And because you're around a lot of crypto guys that are motivated, that's who you are. So you absorb the energy around you. And what I suggest is be in the best environment possible. Do not be around scumbags. And then you're also a pig. So you're one of my peoples, man. You're all about capitalism. You probably eat a lot.
Is that
That's
fat
how
joke?
cap.
Be
What?
piggy.
Can I just go back? You said don't be around scumbags. Is there a number where you're like, that is the thing where you're like, you should be around scumbags? That's a good number for scumbags. You're gonna be right at home. Don't answer that. I don't want to know.
I don't think any number should be around scumbags, but nines really feel it. You know what I'm saying? So I've seen nines that were really, really rich, really motivated, and they hang out with the wrong people, and their life goes downhill, and they end up drug addicts on the side of the road. I've seen it happen with my own eyes, guys. And I look at their number, and it's a lot of it's nines. So what about you? What about you, Nathan? I'm curious. You don't have to give me your full birthday, but what's that number add up to?
Number 9.
'Cause
No,
I know- I
I'm
think-
I'm a 3 as well.
Oh, that makes sense. What day?
My birthday is 13.
The day. The 13th? Oh, okay. So you work hard,
Mhm.
man. You got to put in a lot of work. Sometimes you have trouble with the law. You know, anytime you break the rules, you always get caught. That's the thing about being under that 13 energy. 1 + 3 = 4. 4 is law and order. 3, communicate, networker. That's how you're going to make it, but you also got to work hard. You're not going to get anything easy in life. You really got to put in the work. I'm a 28, so, you know, money comes very naturally to me. So I'm a little bit spoon-fed, a little bit spoiled. But compared to you, man, you really need to outwork all your peers, and that's how you make it in life.
Sounds good.
Sounds like you.
Sounds like me.
Oh, he's a Pittsburgh boy. So
Oh,
I'm
you're
smart.
bro.
people in Pittsburgh aren't necessarily known for their shit work ethic. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you know what year was it? Do you know your astrology sign, Chinese astrology sign?
Yeah, dog.
Okay, so
June of 82.
Okay, so you like to play a lot. You got a lot of energy. A lot of people said you had ADHD growing up, but in reality, it's not ADHD. ADHD is a bunch of bullshit. So, you know, what I noticed with dogs is they always hit me up and they're like, yo, dude, let's go surfing. Let's go skateboarding. Let's go have fun. That's just how you are, man. You just like to have fun in life. And you got a lot of energy. 3 is childish energy. Same with dogs. Dogs have reciprocate that energy a lot. So, makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
And last year probably wasn't the best year. Had some difficulties. It hits everyone differently.
Yeah.
But the one thing I will say is next year's your year, the year of the horse. That is when you need to ball the fuck out. So
why is that my year but not Ted's year?
Yeah,
And
I
we're
gotta
both
be
a
super
3.
careful.
okay, so horse is enemies with the rat, right? So that is your enemy sign. Horse is friends with the dog. So in your friendly sign years, that's when you ball out. Guess when PTGC, right? When I got into PTGC, that was in the year of the cat. Cat is friends with the pig, right? So the biggest opportunities that came to me was in the cat year, the pig year, and then the goat year. And it's going to be the same with Johnny. Johnny, you probably had something big happen to you 2023. It could be investment wise, it could be your personal life, it could be like a kid or something like that. That's when good stuff happens to you in those types of years. So Nate, you took an L last year, and then you're going to transition. You're going to make a huge comeback. Me and Johnny, we take an L this year. Next year, we go through that transition. And then the following year is going to be year of the goat. That's when me and Johnny pop off. And then the year after that will be the year of the monkey. And that's when we see TEDx do his thing.
All right. So next
Yes, sir.
year, if it's too good to be true, follow your heart. Follow your belief. Follow your inner strength. The following year, I'm going to get a $50 scratch off, is what you're saying.
Yes, sir. Do it,
Damn,
man.
let's bring it,
Let's
bitches.
celebrate the small wins.
Yeah. Let's do it. Yeah. You know, Mo's birthday is actually very close to the Antichrist, so watch out for the Mo.
Okay,
right,
you got a little in here all of a sudden.
On that, I'm going to have to pitch this stream a little bit. And we have actually someone trying to join live stream right now. And from what I can see on my end, your camera, your mic, it's not quite connected. So you're going to have to work out those settings possibly backstage. So I'm gonna boot you off, but just so you know, I'm not booting you off till you just it's just I'm waiting for you to get your settings right. So
Who is
Check
it?
1, 2.
Actually, don't tell me. I want to.
I don't know. It won't tell me. It just said Sony. And I was like, oh, that's not working
Sony.
right.
Could be
So
sunny.
someone is using a Sony camera to try and get online, or a Sony laptop.
Laptop, probably.
Yeah.
A
So,
Sony
Yeah.
laptop.
We got.
but when you're backstage, that gives you the opportunity to get your settings right, get the camera, get the microphone settings all right. If you can, it should give you a green bar, let you know that everything's working. If it is, then go ahead and click back on stage, and we'll bring you up on.
Mo, what's outside the Matrix?
The inside.
More Matrix.
Yeah, another level of the Matrix, the multiverse.
The multiverse.
Aussie's in the chat. Tight Neck, Trust Tight Neck's plan is in the chat.
I wonder if
Goose
that
in
was
the
Trust
chat.
Tight Next trying to get in, because he's tried to get in
course.
before.
I'm not sure. Aussie,
right,
in the
Aussie.
chat. Appreciate you again.
All right, I'll
And
see.
again,
Sorry.
thank you, Aussie, and thank you again, Spoon. Appreciate you guys.
Guys are badasses.
What are you gonna say about Aussie?
Yeah, I just want to let Aussie know, man, you're more on the knife, man. So environment matters, dude. Make sure you're in a really good environment, and just don't be around terrible people or drug addicts and stuff like that. So, just a word of advice.
Trust Tight Neck's plan says it wasn't him this time.
Okay.
I love it. Well, I tell you what. The whole point of this stream is Young Stunner made another video for us,
Let's see it.
and it is a banger. Let me show you the very first one first off, because I think it'll nicely contrast to the new one.
I'm going full screen on this, baby. Is there more ice cream?
Go.
Yeah, we doing the ice cream one first, and then
You want me to do that one
Wait,
first?
there was ice cream?
there was ice cream in that.
I was told there would be ice cream.
Not safe for work.
All right, well, sure.
Look at
You
Mo
want
working
the,
his magic.
You want the?
I love it.
It's not ice cream. It's a lollipop.
Hi. There we go.
He's
I think she licked it. I don't know.
Don't
teasing
smile,
you, Nathan.
Chris.
Be
Give a
careful,
little
bro.
appetizer.
Yeah. You gotta
I'm
watch
not
out.
gonna. I'm not gonna lie. If I ever go into the metaverse, I would definitely date her.
Yes.
And that's she always has the lollipop.
She always
No
has
matter
the
what.
life.
There.
Next video. All right, you ready?
Lollipop.
You're like,
Down
really
by
nice.
the stream where the big dogs dream. Back to my home I will not go. For if I do, my wife will say, will we ever see Base P die? Going to adore I. Going to adore I. Going to adore I.
Whew.
There's the ice cream. Yeah.
Now
I
I
date
can't
them all
look at-
too. All of them.
I
I
can't-
date all of them in the metaverse.
But I
There's
can't
ice
look at
cream.
anything now but their tongues. You got like a big fat tongue, lizard tongues. They're from different
Look,
parts
I'm-
of the
Different kinks for different folks. All right, you know,
Mhm.
we're just we're gonna move on. All right, you ready for the absolute banger? You ready? Are you ready?
Oh yeah.
Knock, knock, who's there? It's the most Nathan and Papa Vegas. Big Die is based in your face, bitch. Yeah.
That was sick.
Oh,
Oh, it ended? Damn it.
we are so ready.
Bitch.
You guys
Ah,
all transforming and whatnot.
that was a banger. That was an
I
absolute
love how every video has the P-Dye to a Dara.
Oh, it has to.
It has to. That's
It
the
sounds-
war cry, as
It sounds
as
so
Nathan
funny.
called it.
And like in metal. Oh god, the kid's nailing the door right now.
See,
Hold on.
it's that good. They're beating down the door. We got Bucky's. I mean, look, it's it's too much to handle. I get it. I'm sure it's
And not to mention Johnny's rack in the background, man. Ooh,
Wait, what?
you'll
Wait,
see.
Wait.
Johnny's
Oh,
rack, man.
Yeah,
Johnny's
that-
rack.
I comprehended that the wrong way. So I got you now. No, because listen, we were talking about AI girlfriends in the Matrix, and then you talk about Johnny's rack. So I got very confused very quickly.
Good Lord. Goo God said no ice cream in that video. Trash it. He doesn't like it. He's done with it.
Dude, we need to get Young Stunna do it like a Crazy King video with like aliens, Anunnaki, and stuff. That'd be so crazy. I might hit him up after that.
That'd be legit. That would actually be awesome. All right, chat. How'd you guys like that video? That was pretty damn awesome. That was amazing. He showed that to me last night or the night before. I was like, oh my Lord. I think we have a new winner here.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
Kind of fond of the ice cream.
the Young Stunna is so talented, man. I love the stuff he creates. It's awesome.
He's just absolutely killing it. He's getting better and better and better. And he cranks them out really fast. He'll be like, hey, do you want me to make a video for you? And I'm like, yeah, I mean, if you got time. And like an hour later, video drops. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Wow. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Shout out Young Stunner. That guy's awesome.
I deleted it.
Yo, King had a good day today.
Yeah.
King did have a good day today. Let me pull it up.
Yes, sir. The auto compounding strategy is making waves in the community, man.
Mm.
Share this tab. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
What is that? Hey, King.
That is not King. What is that?
Oh, that's the
That's the world's
printer.
greatest Ethereum printer. That is King.
yeah. So on the 1 minute chart, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's showing a inverse head and shoulders. So you can see the shoulder on the left side, the head at the bottom, and the head on the right side. So what that's telling me is that there's a mass accumulation of buy side liquidity, and we're about to retest all-time high. Once we start testing out all-time high and we get a confirmed breakout, this thing's ready to go.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I mean, when did you come on and talk about it first? Somewhere like right around down here?
Local
Right.
bottom, that local bottom. So that
This-
little
this
higher
whole one?
higher low. Yeah, right there. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, we do say alpha is on these streams. You're just going to have to actually sift through them and pay attention. But if you listen to that, shout out. Shout out.
Yeah.
Nice little move. Yeah, just over, almost a 2.5x. Not bad.
And
Just.
the other thing I just want to throw out there, just thinking in practicality with these types of projects. So 100x from here would be a $15 million market cap. A $15 million market cap is so common in crypto. So if you think about that, like say you start off with 1,000 from here, that would be worth 100,000. You start off with like $100 here, that will be worth about 10,000. So in practicality, low market cap, awesome dev, a lot of people holding the floor, and really good stuff. So sorry, man, I don't mean to keep interrupting you.
No. You're totally fine. Come,
That's what we
come
do.
on. After all these years, I think everyone's allowed to interrupt me at this point.
Gotcha.
I mean, no matter what, the tally on the other side is going to be like, all right, 5 million interruptions to like 3.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So, oh, good. Sorry.
On this though, what you were saying, $15 million market cap is super common. I mean, Dragon Fart Dust made it up to a $3.5 million market cap like that. before the powers that be pulled the kibosh on that one. So I mean, just think what's a 3.5 million market cap from here? A lot of X's. So 1 million is super fucking easy. You know, this could easily do another 10x. This could easily go much farther than that. And then once you start getting past that 10 million range, then you start getting real price discovery of the rest of the rest of the markets, and that's when it can get really fun. Not financial advice. This is all a fun. Who knows what's going to happen? But look, we've seen things run before, and we've seen the Verse and Goo run things that have run before. So don't fade them and don't fade this fucking coin. I'm just saying.
Yeah, and
it's just tied to Teddy, isn't it? As well, Chris.
yeah, it's got an LP with Teddy, but you also earn rewards in most Teddy and PulseX. And the other thing I also want to point out, I believe right around 3 to 6% of the supply is burnt. I need to check on the on-chain analytics, but with this type of project, he's got that deflationary aspect. You got a bunch of LPs, and then you got a huge amount of believers. And I was talking to Guga about this the other day. You know, what we like to do is we like to find gems and go around and see what we can scoop out. And people like us because we're not afraid to shield those low market caps. And if it goes to zero, we'll be like, all right, we messed up. It was a bad call. But if it goes crazy, then we really, really push it as hard as possible. So I think this might be a project where we just go absolutely crazy in altcoin season. When Pulse Chain starts to run, we shield this thing hard, and we want to get this thing to – I want to get to $100 million market cap. That's what I really want to do. This isn't about money at this point, guys. This is about legacy. This is about my last day, bro. This is what I want. I'm not doing this for money. I want bragging rights. I want to go into the next market and be like, "Fuck you guys! Look what me and my boy did." So sorry.
Yeah, man, that's the type. Of
anytime someone acts like a dick, be like, "Really? Did you launch $100 million coin? No, shut the fuck up. Sit down."
Yeah. At this point, it's just like, you know, we did well just grinding for a couple years, and we're just chilling on Moonbags, getting good position. But here, it's all about legacy. So
yeah, I was just gonna say, with what you said, Chris, man, having the desire to create a legacy is so motivating and powerful. It really is. And to have that vision and to want to achieve that, dude, hats off, man. That is like totally badass.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. And, you know, like I said, dude, you know, these types of projects, no KOLs, no shady people.
Right.
All the big holders and stuff, I know them. I talk to them. I got a friendship with them. So they're not going to do any sketchy things on the chart they see with these projects. And if they ever want to get out, you know, I'll be the type of guy to just be like, yo, let me just OTC. Do not sell that on PulseX. We'll OTC and we'll talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So
that's good.
Well, I tell you also, like you were talking about how, you know, you'll talk about these low market cap projects. Dude, if you put, and never financial advice, but like I heard today, a guy in the Rooster space, shill space today, he was talking about how he picked up PDI today, and I don't know what the price of it is right now, but what is do you know off the top of your head, Johnny, what a million PDI will cost right now?
$800, $840.
Okay, so he was like, yeah, man, I just picked up, you know, a million PDI. So $840. Yeah, zero, or I'm a fucking millionaire. I'm going to take that risk. Like the risk reward on some of these, you know, $100 in a low market cap could easily turn into thousands of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm just saying.
Is that a segue into the BP die chart?
When sure, I'll pull it up here in just a second. When something gets up to like, you know, 10 million. Or maybe even just 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, 5 million. You get in it. And then it runs up to, you know, 10, 20, 30. And you're like, man, I wish I was in this under 100K. I wish I was in this under 200K. Like, these are the moments. And you don't have to put a lot. That's the greatest part about the risk reward on this. You have to accept that you might lose money on some of these ones. But the risk reward on these, for a lot of us, is worth it to go full degen.
Let's not forget about Dragon Fart Dust. as
No,
well.
not at all. Let's. I tell you what, Dragon Fart Test is on a little bit of a back burner right now because
Yep, I know that.
PDI just took such a fucking a rip, and because Ethereum still just refuses to get out of the cuck chair, no matter how much we try and call Vitalik. So
the other thing that's important to understand is that we're going to go and we're going to play around and we're going to talk about, we're going to have fun with the ecosystems that are putting in work. Ethereum, no one's marketing on Ethereum. Vitalik's not doing shit. You know, he just puts out like nerd code, like upgrades, like, oh, I'm going to do this nerdy code upgrades. Like, cool, bro, pump my fucking bags, right? At least on base, you have like Jesse Pollock and all those guys. Like, bro, these guys are posting on X every 5 minutes. I'm getting an alert. And then he's reposting other people's posts. And those people are reposting and people are on like, they're doing like shill spaces. They're doing lives. They're doing live streams. They're like in your face. That's where right now, that's where a lot of the marketing is happening. The same can be said with the Pulse Chain side. Like those guys are doing, there's a bunch of stuff over there. These guys are putting in work. They're doing the work. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, even though there's 5 million coins on Ethereum, like no one's doing shit for the work, right?
Yeah.
So right now, if everyone's sitting around waiting for ETH, we're at least going to go play around on, I don't know, something that people are excited about. And there's a lot of shit that's exciting on base right now with the whole Zora thing and, you know, 500 other narratives, whatever's going on. They're at least having fun. And they're very, very welcoming to builders. They don't just talk the talk. They don't just say, hey, builders are welcome, you know, do whatever you want. And then, you know, excommunicate you for building a meme coin. Like they don't give a shit. They just want people building on their chain. That's it. Simple as that. So, and there's not a whole lot of, there's no like, oh, we hate this community. This base community hates this base community, hates this base community. You know what I mean? So it's a lot more friendly of an environment, I would say, to build on, play around on, have fun, you know, and you never know if Jesse Pollock picks up your coin. See ya.
Yeah.
See ya.
Anybody listening, share out this stream. Anybody listening, share out this stream. Hit it.
So the other thing I also want to throw out with Ethereum, we just had the Pectra upgrade today, and what's really holding it back is you got like Solana and Base on these L2s, and it's the fees generation. Everybody's really concerned about it, but also with the Pectra upgrades leading into better upgrades to make it much faster. And the one point I want to say about Ethereum, I do agree with you, Johnny, that there's a lot more shit going on in other chains, and those chains are going to do phenomenal because there's so much upside. But the big thing I want to mention is the Ethereum TVL is insane right now, and I firmly believe that it's being designed to be hated on, to be discouraged, just so that the TradFi guys get in. So, you know, big thing, guys, is, you know, just keep an eye on Ethereum, because I feel like this is like a control narrative, because you see one thing, but the money says the other thing. That's what's
No, for sure. And don't get me wrong, we're all heavily invested on stuff on Ethereum. Like, don't get it wrong. But while we're waiting for whatever that is to play out, instead of just sitting around sulking like everyone else on Ethereum, we're choosing to kind of choose your own adventure here. We can either go and have fun doing some stuff over here while waiting for that, you know.
Right.
You meet new people, you make some friends, you know, you launch a coin on Zora Live, you know what I mean? And then we get to have these kind of live streams where you guys bring in and Goo God brings in King. And then we get to dive into that. Well, that's fun. I see someone who's working his ass off. Always, like my feed has King stuff all the time on it, which is awesome. That's what you want to see. You talk about it on your show. We talk about it now on our show. So word's getting out there. You know, Goo God showed up last stream to talk about it. I mean, when you see people putting in the work, that's the thing that, like, that's my biggest thing, is I don't want to be a part of something where at least the people that are either heavily invested or the founders are just sitting back and being like, oh, I'm just going to let this thing see how it plays out. because it never plays out well. And the people that are the loudest right now, the people that are the loudest now, the projects that are the loudest, the communities that are the loudest, in my opinion, in the past couple cycles, this is how it's usually played out. Those are the ones that are going to rip hard, because they already have their strong foundation. They've already been doing the marketing. So when the green candle chasers come, they'll be like, oh, yeah, I heard about King because I saw it 50,000 times on my X feed. Let me go into it and buy 10x higher than I could have bought. But, you know, it is what it is. You know what I mean? And those are the projects that I get excited about. These low market cap, but like fervent believers, and a community that is willing to go to battle. And when you see all that, and you see the founder working his ass off, I can only imagine how many Telegram channels Goose got. But I mean, it's all up in the House of Warlords, and you got some big time players talking about it in House of Warlords, Council of LP. It's all up in there. So I mean, you know, it's exciting. I'm excited. I'm excited for it for sure. Where did you call it, by the way, on this chart? Where did you call it, by the way? This is for people in the chat.
That
It
right
was
around
around
that
like
higher
80.
low, right around there.
Yeah, it was around like 80K market cap, somewhere between 80 and 90.
Yeah,
It's a 151 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what happened? What happened there was Teddy had like a liquidity web, and I believe one of them's called Mooney, and then there's like Fract. I haven't really gotten to the liquidity web, and I don't want to do the mental gymnastics right now. But
Right.
but he was really genius about it because he LP'd, and then the volume started going through, and then once I saw that, then we started really pushing it hard. And so people got into King, and then those coins did well, and then that volume translated into the project, and then some of that volume used to burn the token, and then it's looking good. So sorry, that was a long explanation, but the main point is LP'd at the bottom, translated to the chart, and we got a community coming around. So it's good stuff.
My main point is that there was someone on this show calling something, and we said, pay attention. You don't have to put your life savings into it, but, you know, pay attention. Now you almost have to pay twice as what you could have paid, what, a week ago? Not even? A couple days ago? Just saying, this is how crypto works, you know? The
Yes,
alpha
sir.
is being delivered on a silver platter here, folks.
Literally on
So-
almost every stream, there is ridiculously actionable alpha that happens. Just let it
Actionable
listen.
alpha. I like that.
I love it.
Ridiculously actionable alpha.
Speaking of alpha, does anybody got any altcoin plays that they're looking at? Anything that we never mentioned on this live stream? Curious. Any gems?
Well,
anybody find?
before I just mentioned world's greatest Ethereum printer at the opening of the show. That's been
That was
interesting.
the other chart that I
Yeah.
accidentally pulled up.
I think it's only 2 days old. It's at a 3 million market cap.
Yeah, that's the OG web chef, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, Chris, what's your thoughts on that whole ecosystem?
Yeah, so
Like,
I'm
are you
trying-
into it? Are you into it? Or are you kind of like, I don't know about this?
I got into it very early. That was one of my other calls, and it did like a 15x after I tweeted about it on Twitter, and then after that, the ecosystem had a couple runners and started going down. So I like the ecosystem. I think it's great, but the main issue is there's too many tokens. See what I'm saying?
There's a lot.
So like it's hard because what's that token where they choose the rewards? I think it's called Flex Rewards. So Flex was being used to choose the rewards payout, and then that would drive the next big one to go. That's why Beast went crazy. Remember went crazy, and
Yeah.
then what happens is the way they do is they do the arbitrage, and I don't want to make this really complicated, but basically you have two LP pools and you have a bot that trades between them, and you have a second bot that offsets the price to generate volume. So that's how the rewards are generated. Now the issue is you gotta do an inflation on the token in order to keep that volume going. Otherwise, the volume would slowly like cap off. So what's basically happening is they're going from token to token, inflating it, and then the interest is lost. So I think the main point I'm trying to get across is if they could just pick like 3 tokens, preferably 1, but 3 tokens, focus in on those, dude, those things will go to crazy market caps. That's just
How many do they have now? If
What's
you were
up?
to guess. How many do they have now if you just had to guess?
printers. I think they have like 8 or 9. The reflection tokens that are like rewards tokens, similar to King, but I say similar. They're rewards token, not reflection tokens. They have about like I think like 20 of those. So there's like world's greatest
So they're
PDI
like-
printer,
Right.
Dominance.
They have something called a OG Web Chef. So
Yeah. Gas
So-
is one too, right?
Gas is a printer. That's not a rewards token.
Oh, okay.
So they have like 30 coins total.
Yeah, they got like 30 coins. And
Wow.
what I did, then this is the private strategy for degens. I got into a coin, it does a 2x, I sell my initial out, and I keep a moon bag and just mess around with it. That's how I play the entire game with a lot of these coins. So I think the main point I'm trying to say is OG Web Chef is a brilliant dev. He has some really great ideas, but he needs to hone in on one thing. So
Gotcha. Heard that. Yeah, it can get a little confusing when you see people talking about like this one, and then like a week later they're talking about this next new one, and then a week later they're talking about another new one, and then they're back to that previous one, and then I go and I pull up the chart of all of them, and it's like, oh, this one that I heard people talking about is down 38%, but this one is up 24%. And then it'll like kind of flip flop. So it almost looks like kind of like how Titan X ecosystem, when a new coin comes out, like
Right.
some things are going to nuke, and then that one thing will go up, and then that thing nukes, and then another thing will go up. It kind of seems like it's the same idea there. It's just people
Yeah.
are just rotating from one to the other to the other to the other. And I'm not good at that game. I'll be honest. That's not my strength. My strength isn't trying to figure out, okay, which one's going to be the next new one. Or, you
It's
know, which
exhausting.
one's. Yeah, that's.
yeah.
I
Well,
just prefer buy and hold. I'm old.
Ye-
I'm old school, bro. I'm so boring.
yeah, that's the thing, because you know, I will say this: when I tweet out on the verse, a lot of the stuff I do is a lot of short term and just see how the project plays out, and then if it's long term, I always specify like this is my long term play, and so this is definitely a big traders market, but holders will win in the end. You're 100% correct. Actually, guys, I want to make a call. I got another call. I think you guys will like this, all right? And this was something I told Guga about. He dropped it in the chat. But gaming altcoins. I love games. Most of your kids probably play games. You probably don't really understand what they are. But long story short, gaming altcoins are going to be huge. And my number one pick for a gaming altcoin that will go to billions, not multi-millions, billions. It's going to be Heroes of Mavia. The ticker is MAVAIA.
MA.
Pick out that H.
Yeah, MA.
Tamiya. I like that.
MA, say it again.
MAVIA.
You gotta get rid of that H.
You got rid of that H.
Ha, yeah.
M.
That
Oh
sounds
god.
So there you go. So this one I put in my call channel. I think it was $5 million market cap. I gotta go back, but it was way back there in a dip. So basically, Heroes of Mavia, it's just a phone game. It's another token. When it launched, it was a multi-million-dollar market cap, and then dilution set in a little bit. And now that the dilution was capped off, they're starting to launch new procs behind this token. And so, in my opinion, with it sitting at $10 million market cap, I think this can easily go to $3 billion, $10 billion. Last gaming run, we saw $80 million market caps. So I think this could be anywhere from a 50x to a 500x gem. And so I want to make that call right now because there will be a gaming what's the word I'm looking for? A gaming narrative that'll come up in altcoin season. And this is one of my biggest bets.
Okay. All right.
It's on base.
I like it.
Yes, sir. On base.
Okay.
Love it.
Okay.
Love it.
Is that the main pair? Is on trading on Aerodrome?
Yeah, Aerodrome. And
All right.
so Crash Clay, the big meme coin guy, He
Yeah.
actually he recently called this a month after I called it. You got it. So yeah, guys. So like I said, great play. If you guys want a gaming altcoin, this is one I would definitely get in. This is probably one of my few gaming altcoins. I got 2 others, but I think this one's gonna be a good one. I think this is one that a lot of people are gonna make money off of. Not financial advice.
Like I just saved that into my little favorites under plays. Let's fucking
Yes, sir.
go.
It's
All
good
right,
to see
appreciate
you.
that, sir. We're gonna get back to that. We're all like head
Appreciate
down.
you, good God. Appreciate you, good God.
All right, we got about 10 minutes here, so let's start our little wind down and our final thoughts. Mr. Johnny Papa Vegas, you were kind of gone a little bit today.
Nice.
You got
rack.
anything you want to talk about you didn't get to?
Yeah, let's talk about dogs breaking in to rooms.
And that rack in the back.
No,
buddy.
no, bro, that was my 2-year-old, dude. She wouldn't go to
Oh
sleep.
no!
Yeah, she kept coming in the room. Yeah, dude, she's. No, I'll keep it short, simple, and sweet. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Listen, please pay attention. Take some notes. Rewatch these if you're trying to figure out what's the ticker. But if you'd like easier access to all of us, please join the Council of LP or the House of Warlords. And you guys, we're open. We talk to everybody. We don't insist upon ourselves. So please come in and ask away. Like, what was that ticker that, the verse was talking about on your stream or whatever? We'll let you know. And then if you have any questions about LPing or how to play it or blah, 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 you have access to all of us. So please, I invite you to use that, get plugged in, and enjoy the ride.
Love it. Appreciate you, sir. Ted,
Reach out.
Bucky, how you doing?
Bucky. Hey, man.
Bucky, bro.
Been a crazy week, so I'm kind of out of it. I'll have a smoother week next week, but wanted to jump in, wanted to see the video, loved it. Still haven't seen any ice cream, but guys, keep it up, keep rocking. And Chris, thanks for the deep thoughts, and I'll be mindful of next year. But looking forward to the next stream, guys. Peace.
Awesome, man. I appreciate you. Stay safe on the road during the travel, sir.
Yeah, lots of it.
Yeah, I know you're doing a lot of it. So I am thinking about you because I used to spend a lot of time on the road myself, and after a while, so stay safe.
Yeah, I got to call. I got to call the Hilton tonight and complain. I had ants in my room last night, like mad ants. And
Free room, baby. Let's fucking go.
free room. Shit, I'm hoping for like 10,000 points. It was weird. Not a speck before I went to bed. Got up this morning. I clicked on the light. I turned on the TV. Got Bloomberg on the TV. Turned on the light, and there were fucking ants everywhere. And they were in my bed. It was like, dude, I went to the desk. I said, yeah, the ants in my room. And she's like, I'm really sorry to hear that. How was your stay? What? I'm going to call Hilton today. Give him some shit.
You should, man.
Interesting. All right. Well, have a better week next week, and I hope you don't run into that at all anymore.
Oh, me too.
Chris.
Yes, sir. Hey, another great live stream, Live Alpha, guys. Please follow my boy TEDx, the 3LP rat, my boy Johnny, the 9LP pig, my boy Nathan, the 3LP dog, and my boy Mo, the 8 Life Path monkey. Like I said, guys, it's gonna be a great bull market. Check out Base P-Die. Check out Dragon Fart Dust. Since it's on the back burner, that might be the play right now because it's gonna come back when Eve comes back. A little hint, nudge type of deal. And then also check out King because I think that's going to be one of the biggest screamers on Pulse Chain. And if you're crazy like me, you like meme coins, you like fast money, you're slightly autistic, check me out at the Verse 369.
Whoop, whoop.
That checks all the boxes.
Yes, sir.
Indeed.
Perfect. That was perfect.
He's paid.
Chris, we got to get into birth charts and rising signs.
Yeah, man. We'll do star patterns after this.
So hey, I've been thinking a lot about today about just the position that we're in right now with BPDI on within the Zora ecosystem. And it's just interesting because I think what people are going to really start understanding with Zora is it's your social capital, right? It's do you have, if you really believe in something that you're creating, right, you have the ability to tokenize it. And though money isn't the way to like value everything, at least you have a way to put a monetary value to your time, your effort, your leadership skills and ability to lead a community and really try to build something, right? So we get really, me, Johnny, and Mo, we get really fired up about that. And when we saw the response to BPDI, it's awesome because it's just a ton of fun, while at the same time running something in a very like business-like manner with people that that really believe in it as well. And even if they don't believe in it, they understand what can potentially happen. And that's who we're looking to amass here. But when you're talking about Zora, no idea where that's going to go. But we are consistently staying in that top 15, top 10 by market cap and trending. And you're watching the top today all the time on Zora. It's really nice how they do set it up because you can see the top trending tokens today. It's really cool to look at that, and you can see a trend on a lot of them where it's like, you're like, how is something getting 40K in volume and it's at a 3K market cap? And then you look at the chart, you're like, oh, this thing just went boop, boop. So a lot of these tokens are doing the pump fun, but we're going to continue to stand out amongst them as this kind of steady force of adoption, growth, and people that just want to come in and have fun. And then when things start to run, like, look out, cookout, because we're connected back to Dragon Fart Dust. You guys know what we want to do with that thing. So let's keep having fun. That's what I'm all about.
It's fucking perfect.
Damn.
I have
That was
nothing else.
inspirational, brother.
I have nothing to add to that. That was perfect on all of you gentlemen's parts. I appreciate you much for coming in here. I'm going to play the video one more time, and then we'll do the exit video.
Knock, knock, who's there? It's the most Nathan and Papa Vegas. P-Die is based in your face, bitch. Yeah. Base P-Die to Dora. Base P-Die to Dora. Base P-Die to Dora.
In your face, bitch!
In your face, bitch!
That's my
Young
favorite.
Stunner, you killed it. I love it. We have one of those moments at every stream. Nathan, do you want to do a fart it to the moon for us? Maybe we haven't heard that in a while.
Oh man, fart it to the moon! Oh, I gave some
Amazing.
vibrato
Amazing.
with that one.
I'm getting
That's worth
American
a buy
Idol
later.
vibes. American Idol,
That's
baby.
worth a
American
buy.
Idol vibes.
Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I hope you had a
Hey,
good
Perry's
time.
gonna like
Thank
you.
for coming. All right. Have a great day. We'll see you again maybe on Friday. We'll see. You guys are all animals. If you keep choosing violence, we'll be here every day.
We'll be back.
Have a great day.
I'm rude, I've indeed, I've died, 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 I've indeed, I've